It's 102.9 WBLM with the Captain and Celeste. And from what I understand, by the way, this is the WBLM fashion update. We do this once every 20 years. The 80s are back, I guess, with fashion, right, Celeste?
Yeah, so the style trends for 2022 are kind of all over the place, but nothing that I've never seen before. Mullets are back. I'll tell you, I've had a couple hairdresser friends tell me that they've been giving mullet haircuts.
Man.
So these are back.
When you first knew me, I think I had the mullet going.
You did. I think I may have had one too.
Hell yeah.
Also on trend for 2022, bedazzled accessories. I've got a girlfriend, Candy Lang, looking at you, hun, and she spends most of her ding-dong day bedazzling anything and everything. And I think that's hilarious. Tooth gems, little diamond chip in your tooth. That's coming back. Pearls on men, too, a la Harry Styles.
No, thank you.
It's become a thing. I've seen quite a bit of it.
Good for you.
I don't mind it, actually.
What's the work thing, the casual work goth thing?
It's called goth business casual, and I'm not sure exactly what that means. Goth business casual. I don't know if that means jeans and a t-shirt with a cape and black eyeliner. I'm not really sure.
There's a lot of blimp guys getting in their trucks this morning, all dressed up in their blimp, their casual goth wear.
Sure. And then the luxury makeovers of non-traditional spaces in your home, too. So they're talking about basements, garages, and turning them into luxury spaces, like turning your garage into the ultimate man cave.
What? It already is just the way it is with the old STP sign on it.
Oh, it could get even better. So those are some of the fashion trends. Oh, and night dresses.
What's a night dress?
It's like a nightgown.
For guys?
No, for girls.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Maybe they're wearing them out of the house. I don't know. Nothing shocks me anymore. I'm like, there's a lady in a nightgown at the Hannaford. Is it different than pajama pants?
Which everybody
It feels like
wears.
It is, but I see the pajama pants all the time.
I've seen you in your pajama pants. There you go.
I'm a Mainer. Of course I wear my pajama pants out of the house.
We're not that fashionable here in Maine, all right?
Not really. Yeah, here's the other thing. This is like a national trend. So that means we'll see this here in 2024. All right? So don't go running out and get some black eyeliner for your goth business casual day or any tooth gems or anything, because you're not going to fit in for another 2 years here.
Stick to my LL Bean sweater. Thank you very much. That's high fashion for me. We're doing shows that played at the Civic Center, concerts at the Civic Center in January. Any band that hauls their ass up here in the middle of January?
They're dedicated. Or they need the money.
I'm sure Dr. Hook needed the money. January 18th, 1980. So on this date in 1980, a lot of you were recovering, as were probably the band from Dr. Hook show. The first show of the 80s. Dr. Hook, January 18th, 1980, and I'm sure they did that one, cover of the Rolling Stone. There was something about, we're going to concerts as, when we were growing up. There's something about, summer shows are great, right? Mm-hmm. But there's something about going in the middle of winter.
You have to be really committed. You want to be at that show, because you guys remember we would stand outside in the cold waiting to get in.
General admission.
Yeah, general admission. And you remember we're going through the little turnstiles and they're checking the tickets and checking your bags and patting you down and taking your cameras, taking your disc cameras.
Yeah.
You guys remember the disc cameras?
Sure. Couldn't do that.
I mean, it was just so it was quite a commitment.
And your lighters and your and your pipes and your all that stuff, man. But there was something about it, you'd be freezing your ass off, and then because you couldn't wear a coat,
right? Because then you'd have to, drag it along with you. So I remember I would just kind of layer a little bit, and then end up tying it around my waist.
Yeah, no hat, no mittens, and then you'd get into the Civic Center. It would get hot.
Yes, that's right.
Right?
Yep.
So we're doing Civic Center shows from January's past. Great calls from you all today.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, man.
I was just listening to you guys talking about sneaking cameras and getting your cameras taken away at concerts at the Civic Center. Years ago, I used to take the little 110 Instamatic and stick it down my pants.
Yeah.
And then when I went in and go through the door, I would always hold my arms up like, go ahead, search me. I got nothing, and it worked every time. Not one time in my life I ever got searched at a concert at the Civic Center.
They just thought you had an impressive package.
Right.
Now I used to have to hold my gut in a little bit so it wouldn't stick out so much and make it look normal, you know what I mean? Because nobody's really got a square package if you think about it, a little bottom part of it, Instamatic. But it used to work all the time.
Dude, think about the things we would stuff down our pants to get into concerts, movie theaters. I mean, I think I had my record is like 4 bottles of beer.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm not a drinker. I am 420 friendly, so years ago I used to smoke a lot. And other than that, I never really, other than just a camera, that's the only thing I ever brought into the Civic Center. And when you used to stand out front of the sidewalk, we used to have the shirts right inside the door there. So I'd always have a friend with me, and I'd point out what shirt I wanted. So as soon as the doors opened, I didn't have to mess around with getting the shirt. I'd fly down over the stairs and get to the front row. And at the end of the concert, he'd have my shirt, and we'd meet on the floor, and it worked out slick as hell all the time.
What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is an experienced concerteer. I think there's a plaque with your name on it at the Civic Center, bro. I really do. Well done.
There should be.
A good rockin' version of that one. Big Shot Live. It's Billy
So good.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So what'd you do a few weeks ago?
I saw him in Madison Square Garden.
Oh, no big deal. You saw Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden. How was it?
Ask me where I got COVID.
Hey, where'd you get COVID?
Billy Joel at Madison Square Garden.
That's actually a true story. Okay.
Billy
but your symptoms were mild, so was it worth it?
Oh, I'm not saying that
All
publicly.
right. Oh, yeah, that's true.
I'm
Okay.
not saying that publicly.
Oh, my goodness.
No, it wasn't worth it.
No.
Nothing is worth it.
No.
Everyone stay healthy out there. Billy Joel played the Civic Center 2 times in January. What, good for him for coming up here in the dead of winter.
Yeah.
1984, January 20th. We're right on the cusp of that anniversary.
He's not precious, though. Billy Joel seems to me like a guy who would, he'd be okay in the winter.
Yeah. 1987, he came back in January of 1987. I was trying to think out why he would do that, and I think I remember from Billy Joel, he really loves Portland. And I think he would start tours here, and he would secretly rehearse at the Civic Center.
That's right, yeah.
For like a week. And so he'd bring everybody up here, they'd rehearse, they'd do a show here, then they'd start in Boston and go on. So I think that was,
Yeah.
he could be. So if you drive
He
by...
would pregame here.
He really would pregame here.
We're good because we're a good audience. I've heard.
We're very, very appreciative. We're very, very appreciative. We're doing shows that happened in January at the Cumberland County Civic Center. Now, of course, the Cross Insurance Arena. Some classic shows. ZZ Top and Aerosmith and Ozzy and Kiss and all kinds of stuff. A couple more we'll get on this morning. Blimp Morning Show. Tuca giving up 5 goals in the first period last night. Don't blame Tuca. Everybody sucked last night. The Bruins. 7-1 the final. They lost to the Hurricanes. Celtics have the Hornets tonight. Hey, the Jamaican bobsled team is back for the first time in 24 years.
I'm going to watch Cool Runnings today.
It's a great movie.
Oh, so good.
Olympics get going in a couple weeks. Jamaicans will be going up against that Del Duca kid from Bethel who made Team USA in the bobsled team. Hey, if you want to go to the Super Bowl this year, give blood.
That's it?
Yeah, give blood.
This is in sports.
I'm putting this in sports. One, there's a really bad blood shortage right now.
Yeah.
Urge you to give blood. And everybody who gives blood, I think, over the next couple weeks qualifies for a trip to the Super Bowl.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
And the cookie and the apple juice are fantastic, too.
It's kind of like when you're hanging out after you give blood, it's kind of like hanging out at a bar.
It really is. You're there, you're being taken care of. Somebody's, kind of checking in on you periodically. And you've got like-minded individuals that you're hanging out with.
You're a little woozy.
A little woozy. It's just nice. It's a little camaraderie.
Right, exactly.
I like it.
I do, too. A lot of Blimpsters out there still trying to get over the horrible loss on Saturday night from our New England Patriots.
Hey, now, how are we doing this morning?
We're good, man. What's happening?
I just have to ask, during that Patriots game, do you think Kendrick Bourne deserved to have the dildo thrown at him?
Do you think he what?
Do you think he deserved to have that dildo thrown?
That's an excellent question, and Celeste and I have been talking about that a lot. I don't think anybody deserves ever to have a dildo thrown at them.
Unless it's their birthday and they really wanted one.
The Captain and Celeste all morning. Wicked long blocks of BLM rock all day.
It is Maine's longest running radio quiz game show.
Uh-huh.
That's true, man. You've been doing this a long time with me. It's WBLM's Workplace Trivia. See who's on the phone today. Hi, good morning, BLM.
Good morning. This is a blast from your past. This is Adventure Girl.
It's
Adventure Girl! Hey,
How are
Susan.
you?
How are you, hon?
I'm making out just fine with this COVID. I'm retired. How about you folks?
We're still working our asses off, but we're having fun.
I know. I like the idea of playing workplace trivia.
Uh-huh.
But the only requirement is you've got to be working.
Right.
I think many of your loyal listeners are well into retirement. And you should have a day where you have retirement trivia. And have all old loyal listeners call in and ask what we're doing for fun, enjoying our state.
Adventure Girl,
So-
would you like to play retirement trivia with us this morning?
I would love it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, Damon's pistols, hermaphrodites, hermaphrodites, and all the ships at sea.
Hello, sailors.
Time for retirement trivia.
Woo!
Hi, who's our caller?
This is Adventure Girl. Better known as Susan.
Adventure Girl, what did you do when you were working?
I was a registered nurse for 47 years.
Here's the first question. True or false? Americans called turkeys because they thought turkeys were from Turkey. True or false, Adventure Girl? Retirement trivia.
That's false.
That's true.
It's actually
no.
true. Yeah.
No.
And
Okay.
they're actually, of course,
Really?
native to the Americas. True or false? The peach Crayola color was actually called flesh until 1962.
I think that's true.
That's true.
It is true. And then they were like, oh, there are more than one colors for flesh.
Yeah.
So they changed
Because
it
I
to
was
peach.
coloring. I was like from 52 to 62. I was 10. I was using a lot of the flesh for the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I got one. I've got one.
All right, here's your next one. Adventure Girl, this is the tiebreaker here.
Okay.
And this is about people who work, so I don't know if you're retired, but you can think back on this one. Most people are likely to get hurt at work on Fridays. True or false?
Most likely to get hurt or fake getting hurt?
Most likely to right.
Or fake getting hurt.
Get hurt.
Oh, my
I know
ankle!
Mondays
Oh, no.
are more likely to have a heart attack. I guess I'll say true.
Yes.
Well, you might think that, like, on first blush, but
You've been out of the workforce for a while
Little
there,
while you
Adventure Girl.
rethink
And then you
that.
rethink that
Oh.
answer. It's correct. Monday is the day most likely to get hurt or fake getting hurt, which is great.
Okay.
Let me tally it up here with the WBLM retirement trivia computer here.
beep, boop, 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 beep, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep.
And 2-1.
Yeah,
Adventure
he
Girl
won.
wins.
Well, you're going to give us a little slack for retirement. We don't have to think as much as we used to.
Got to spot you a point, right? Oh, I'm so jealous you're retired. Although I don't think we're ever going to retire because this is really too much fun.
Yeah.
Well, we need you, too, to cheer us up. That's
Oh,
for
my
sure.
God.
I mean,
you.
I love listening to you. And like I said, I've been trying to get through to suggest this retirement trivia game so more of your loyal listeners from the past could participate.
We can do that.
All right. Well, here we are. And thank you so much, Adventure Girl, for the suggestion.
Adventure Girl's a big winner today on
Retirement Trivia.
The Captain and Celeste all morning. This podcast is sponsored by Ramp. Are you the decision maker in your company? Consider this. For the first time in decades, there's a better option for a corporate card and spend management platform. Meet Ramp, the only corporate card and spend management system designed to help you spend less money so you can make more. Most corporate credit cards offer points as incentives, but those points amount to less than their worth in real cash value. Ramp's business cards offer you cash back, real money in your pocket. Plus, you control who spends what with each vendor. And Ramp's software collects and verifies receipts automatically, which means you'll stop wasteful spending and close your books in hours instead of days. Businesses that use Ramp add up to 5% to their bottom line the first year. If you're a decision maker, adding Ramp could be one of the best decisions you've ever made. And now get $250 when you join Ramp for free. Just go to ramp.com/easy. Ramp.com/easy. RAMP.com/easy.
Cards issued by Sutton Bank and Celtic Bank, members of FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.